All right, so today we're going to talk about wireless microphones, but a special kind, essentially the minis. We have here the DJI Mic Mini, the Boya Mini 2, and of course the Hohem Mic01. So, whilst they're designed for portability, but they all serve a slightly different purpose. From pure audio quality to just absolute vlogging beasts. I'm going to do a quick unboxing so we can quickly see what's inside them. Okay, so let's start with the Hohem Mic 1. Now, I do have two Mic 1s over here, and I'll get to why in just a bit. So one of them is going to be missing in there. But, okay, so this is our manual, our guide. This here is the microphone over here. Let's open it real quick. All right, so one of them is missing. Each one of these transmitters weighs about 15 grams, which really is not much. It comes with a magnet over here, so you can clip it on to your shirt, and you can also kind of just clip these on this way from here. As I mentioned that I've got the transmitter and the apps and the microphone inside my phone at the moment. Let's quickly see what it comes with. All right, so we've got our charging cable in here. And of course the wind muffs over here. Now, the only disadvantage of these wind muffs, microphone, so it was a small little pouch. I've been carrying it in those. So luckily I've still got mine, but yeah, there's no way to, I'm going to have to carry these separately, which means a lot of times a lot of people are going to end up losing them or, just going to have to, I mean, I had another microphone, like a Bluetooth microphone. So it was a small little pouch. I've been carrying it in those. So luckily I've still got mine, but yeah, there's no way to kind of close these over here. These just kind of go in this way. And so there, just not going to happen. Great microphone. We'll talk about it in just a bit. You've got your USB charging cable in here. So the next in line, and I really wanted to love these, but this is the second set. I ordered one about a week back. They had all kinds of issues. So, but anyway, hopefully this one will be a lot better. Look at these beauties. Look at how small these are. I mean, look at that. So when it comes to portability, this one is absolutely phenomenal. You've got the receiver over here. This goes into your phone. And look at that. When we talk about mini, this is this is absolutely amazing. And like I said, there's a big but. I really wanted to like these. The issue is that it has such a small button over here. When you've got it collared up here, and if you want to control anything on the microphone, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find. And the other problem that I've had with these is they will lose pairing with each other. And no matter what you do at that point, it just won't work. So I had that, and then one of them just died on me within a week of me having purchased these. So luckily, I could return them and I got a replacement set. So hopefully these will be a little bit better, but we'll see. Look how easy it is to put these back in and carry them with you. They come with a little pouch. I mean, I haven't used them, and of course, our USB-C charging cable. And you've got your manuals in there. Okay. And lastly, what almost everyone on YouTube uses, or is all praises for them. You tell me, how is this a portable microphone? I mean, just look at that. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, so that is my USB-C charging cable. I'm not going to open that. Oh, man. Oh, these are glued in solid. And these are the wind muffs. So, and There's about 4 of them. Maybe they give you extra ones, I'm not sure, but there's 4 of them in here. All right, and wow. Well, I mean, most of my shoots are not as controlled as this one is, but this is pretty big size one. Wow, you can tell, and let's get the Hohem out here. Okay, so yes, I mean, I think these are pretty big, okay? And that's your receiver. And then this will go into a phone. Okay, so this is the receiver for the DJI. It's pretty massive because this would go into the phone and then you would slide a microphone or do it the other way around, but it's still going to stick out like this. And the microphones themselves are pretty small. And you do have your magnets over here at the back. Between the three, honestly, I mean, I get it that the DJI, almost everyone on the internet seems to use them. But honestly, if you're not a sound recordist or if you're not a professional YouTuber, for most of the people, portability and convenience is going to matter much, much more. Because I don't see how I would be able to fit this into my pocket and carry this with me, which means I would have to carry an extra pouch or something with me. And chances are I might lose them, or I just won't use them. I know myself. For me, convenience is absolutely important. Of course, I like quality as well. All of these operate between 20 hertz and 20 kilohertz, which means what the normal human hearing range is. So yep, they all work with that. Now, when it comes to depth, which means which one's going to produce the better audio, honestly, I tested them and you'd be surprised how good the audio was out of the Boya. If it hadn't, like I said, I really wanted to like this, but if it hadn't died on me like 2 days after I started using them, and if they weren't so unreliable in terms of always seem to lose their pairing with each other, and it's a real pain to get it to pair back with each other. These are my favorite, but yeah, now these ones do 24-bit and 48 kilohertz if that matters to you. These ones are also 24-bit and 48 kilohertz, and these ones are 16-bit with 48 kilohertz. Now, I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make in terms of your audio quality. I'm using the Hohems now, so they work just fine. But I guess if you're an audiophile and if you're making a high budget movie, but if you're making a high budget movie, why would you be using the minis? You'd be using the world-class Sennheisers or something like that. I mean, I've been on lots and lots of movie sets. I used to be an actor. I'm not throwing it out there. I'm not trying to show up, but I used to be an actor in Bollywood. And I acted in over 60 movies, lots of TV shows and stuff like that. But I've never once on a film set have I seen any one of these mics. You'll have all kinds of Sennheisers if they need wireless, or usually it's the boom. But anyway, the boom means they have a person holding the microphone for all the people who are not technical. So, yeah. Now, like I mentioned, the portability, I honestly would put this as number 3, these as number 1, and these as number 2. But when it comes to sound quality, again, as I mentioned, these are pretty good. But the Hohem Mic01s have a special function that really makes them stand out, which is they can control the shutter buttons on your phone. And I can literally press this if I want to take a picture, if I want to start a video, if I want to stop it, I can do it from here. And I'll hear some kind of an audio cue that tells me that the recording has stopped or that it's just started. Either the DJI or the Boya have this function. You cannot use these as remote shutter. Now, I don't know how important that is to you, but to me, once I'm out in the field, it's a really important feature, especially if I've got my phone on a gimbal. I just want to do some filming where, I'm by myself and I have nobody to kind of do videos of me. In that situation, yeah, these Hohem Mic 01s really work really well. Now let's talk about the app. You can control the Boya through an app. The DJ Mic Mini is also through an app, and these also have a gain button over here that you can physically control, which is kind of a good feature to have, but I just don't know how if I want to carry something this big with me all the time. So yeah, the Hohems, on the other hand, do not have an app. So don't confuse it with the Hohem Joy app. That app is only for the gimbals. So it doesn't have an app, so it kind of loses a point over there. But the noise control on this is pretty good, and we'll get to that. Okay. Now I've got two Hohems here. I mentioned that these weigh about 15 grams, these weigh about 5 grams, and these weigh about 10 grams. So I mean, I don't know how much that would matter. With these, I have noticed that your collar will kind of tend to droop because these are slightly heavy. In terms of price, okay, $39. I don't know how much they'd be in your country, but in the US, these are about $39. The DJI Mic Minis was $79. I don't know if it was, I think it was a special sale, but these were $79. And then the Hohems, I know they used to be, because I bought them about a year back, they used to be about $99. This time around, they were $86, again, on some kind of a sale. I really wanted to like these, but I mean, the audio is fantastic if you can get it to work. So if you're lucky, maybe it's just the piece I got. This is, I'm going to try these out. Okay, now, one other feature which honestly to me is not a deal breaker, but to some of you it may be. Uh, n- Neither one of these two microphones can take in an external SD card, micro SD card. So you couldn't record the audio separately with these. So once these are connected to your phone or to a camera, they'll be recording the audio into that device. Whereas with the Hohem, you can install a micro SD card over here. So I think you can install up to 32 gigabytes, which is pretty good. I mean, I've never had a problem with these. If you want to do that, then these will record the audio separately, and then you can transfer that back to your computer, match it on your editing software, DaVinci, Premiere Pro, whichever one. It's a lot of work. It's so I've never had to do it, thankfully. But if you did, these would definitely be your option or go. These are not able to connect to your phone with, I mean, via Bluetooth. Both of these would need for the receiver dongle to go into your phone or into any other device that you're planning to use. These can connect wirelessly. Um, I tried them with my Samsung; they didn't work. But apparently, I read on the internet that these can connect wirelessly to the iPhone, so it might work. I don't. These also connect wirelessly to my Insta Ace Pro 2, which is an action camera. Of course, to any of the DJI phones. I had the DJI Action 4. These will connect real easy to that. So you wouldn't even need the receiver. You just kind of turn on the Bluetooth on that, and then these would connect to that. So that is kind of like a good feature to have. For a lot of people, the Bluetooth audio is not as good as the one that you get once you plug the receiver in. But again, like I said, I'm not that finicky. I mean, as long as the audio is workable, I don't like to spend too much time editing my videos, because you could make a video in 15 minutes, and then if you spend 15 hours editing that video, that's a lot of work. If I had to choose one, and again, feel free to put down in the comments which ones you guys would go with, but if I had to choose one, honestly, I would choose the Hohem, because the audio on these is pretty good, and the remote shutter button makes a huge difference. I can just turn off my recording, take pictures, set a timer on my phone, and then take a picture. Once I'm about, let's say, even if I'm like 10 feet away from my phone, I've got my 5x telephoto lens, and you can get some great pictures without having to touch your phone. So what happens is, um, once your phone goes into the 3x or the 5x, once you zoom in, every small shake seems to, I mean, I'm sure you guys know that, seems to be like a lot. So you want to have something where you can take a picture or a video without touching your phone. So these are perfect for that. Yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think about these mini microphones. I love them. Like I said, I really, really do love these. But yeah, I also like the fact that these can connect just via Bluetooth, but it's not a deal breaker, honestly. Even with my Insta Ace Pro 2, these work as well. Just I have a little dongle on the side, but it's not a big deal, honestly. And these, as I mentioned, are when it would come to portability, yep, these would win hands down. Audio quality is unbelievable for these guys, honestly. Like, I mean, I was blown by how good the audio was, but like I mentioned, I really wanted to love these, but I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Uh, so these, well, at least they claim, will work at a distance of 100 meters, which is about 300 feet. And all of these should work at, I don't know, some crazy distance like 600 or 800 feet. I've never gone away from my camera or my phone more than 10 feet, never wanted to, never had the desire to. But if you guys want to go 300 feet from your phone, go for it. I mean, depends on where you are and what you're doing. If you're in a tourist spot, you might come back and not find your phone or your camera over there. And these have a longer range. I honestly, it's not a deal breaker for me. I mean, anything that works at 10, 12, 15 feet at the most, that's good enough for me. All right, guys, if you got anything of value from the video, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, let me know which one's your favorite and why. I would love to read your comments so I can make another video. I'm also going to do just a test video with all these microphones. As I mentioned, honestly, there isn't too much to choose from in terms of the audio. All of them will do. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. This is Aryan Vaid signing off. Bye-bye.